What up, YouTube? You already know who it is. Those are the GOAT, aka those that don't fold. I'm about to react to who is the front runners for Defensive Player of the Year. I know this is Brian. Don't know these two guys. He looked familiar, but they know basketball. So I'm about to listen to them and get their opinions on things. Who I got, I feel like Bam should win. If it's not Bam, maybe honest. But let's get to the video and like, sub, show love if you're a basketball fan, and tell me who y'all believe should win Defensive Player of the Year.
So Draymond Green had a strong case for it. He's obviously been out for too long. He's not going to win it.
Yep.
Rudy Gobert.
Always in contention.
Betting favored at minus 160.
Has he won it 3 times or 2 times?
Three times.
3? Oh, wow.
Yeah.
You know how the NBA is. They don't like giving to him. That's why he
I
laughs.
think Gobert is one choice. The numbers obviously are very strong in his favor.
Gobert,
if you
Bam,
want to go in a different
Giannis.
direction, I think Giannis is the other one that I think you can make a very strong case.
Of course.
So the Celtics lead the league in defensive rating. I was going to ask
Really?
you, and they've got 3 guys who you can kind of try to make cases for.
Robert Williams is the choice if you're going to pick somebody from the Celtics.
Robert Williams, Marcus Smart, and Al Horford. Actually, he's the guy. If you just look at numbers,
Well, I give coaching credit for that
can be difficult
on the Celtics because it was not like that the year before. So shout out Brad Stevens being GM working.
So I mean, their whole defense is awesome, but Robert Williams is the difference-making guy for them on defense. Like if you ask the guys on the team,
Imagine they would have got AD.
I think you can make a case for Jared Allen, but then you say, well, is he the most impactful defender on that team, or is it Evan Mobley? So, I mean, both those guys have been phenomenal.
Evan does make. Evan makes his job
I
easier.
thought their defensive rating was better when he wasn't on the court, but I might have misread that too.
Yeah, listen, that is certainly one of the stats.
Talk about Bam.
It's also can be very.
Bam did miss a lot of games.
Definitely can be.
For example, the Mavericks' defense rating is better with Dorian Finney-Smith off the court. Yeah, because you know why? He's always guarding the other team's best player. So, if the other team's best player is off the court, that's probably when he's resting. So that can be deceiving. And with Mobley, it's 105.3 with him on the floor, 105.1 with him off. So, by the way, Allen is a little bit more. It's 106.7 with him on, 104 with him off. So that's the case with both of those guys.
Okay.
How much is garbage time a factor there?
Was Bam
whatever? I mean,
injured for too long?
Numbers we can throw out on
because Miami is still number 1 seed.
Shots challenged, Allen's ridiculous.
Jared Allen is solid.
Shots against him, with him challenging shots inside 6 feet, are shooting 48.6%. In terms of expected field goal percentage, it's almost 15% lower than expected based on those shots. I mean, he's been absolutely phenomenal. By the way, a classic case of a guy who, who's the Suns' best defensive player? Who's their all-defensive candidate?
Chris Paul.
Yeah, Mikal Bridges, I would say.
Mikal guards the wing, Chris Paul guards the guard, and guards the big.
Bridges probably should be at all.
Everybody plays a solid role.
But I mean, he's so good.
Yeah, he is a great wing defender.
He's a guy who's going to guard the best player 1 through 4. Yeah, 106.4 with him on, 99.4 with him off.
Right.
But nobody with 2.5 brain cells is going to look at that and say, well, that proves the Suns are better defensively without Bridges. It's like, no, he's guarding the other team's best player all the time.
Yeah.
Right.
So Gobert's, probably the best argument that there is. Well, not the best. One of the best arguments for Gobert this year. Basically,
where's Bam?
Best defense with him on the floor. 5.1. And would be,
I ain't talking about that.
It's tough because they are 13th overall, and it's defensively overall.
I mean, Gobert. There are some nights when he completely owns the court. He changes the game defensively.
Yeah, he's just too big.
There are other nights when that's not the case.
And that's real too.
But I don't know. I mean, Utah is not as good defensively this year as they were last year.
But Gobert is not guarding the perimeter. He's not making it harder for like a John Morant to get to the paint. So it's just like if you're not really stopping a superstar for scoring in the paint, and you're not even kind of guarding perimeter,
they've got
you won 3 years too. So that's not helping your case. That's why I got Bam.
Royce O'Neal, who's asked to do way too much. And then other than that, it's like Rudy.
And then they might give it to Giannis just because he might not win MVP this year, so they might as well give him Defensive Player of the Year.
Draymond
Make him.
would have stayed healthy. I think Draymond was for the #1 defense in the league, which they have been with him.
For sure.
He was. Yeah, he was. Especially if the Warriors were the #1 defense in the league, which they have been with him in there.
Mm-hmm.
He's missed way too many games. I know that's a sensitive subject for Windhorse. He thinks if a guy plays at least 10, Wendy would point out that that when Draymond played 7 seconds in that one game, the last game he played, that it was scoreless when he checked out.
Do you remember when that guy Andre Ingram played for the Lakers and he had like 25 points in the last game?
I do remember.
He should have been considered, right? Considered
Six man of the year.
Yeah.
That's funny because hey, Draymond would say, bro, that's defense. But other than that, that was funny. Sorry, Draymond was finna win. I'll probably give it to Giannis. I'll give it to Bam. But I think Giannis gonna take it this year for sure. Even though Giannis always getting dunked on, it doesn't dictate how great a defender he is. He will guard perimeter. He'll guard under the rim. He will play help. He does everything. So I'll go with Giannis. Shout out to the Bucks fans watching. You already know. But I appreciate y'all watching this video with me. Like, sub, show love. See y'all for more videos.